Hi, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I wanted to show you some of the things you can get at Ikea for your mice. So Ikea is a great place to go and repurpose things for your pets, whether it's rabbits, hamsters, rats, or in this case, mice. There's so many good things you might not have thought of you can actually use for your pets. Especially at the moment, there seems to be so many natural items like seagrass, which is so good to use with hamsters and mice. There's a couple of things I intend to pick up, which is really exciting. So without further ado, let's go to Ikea. So the first thing I saw when I went into Ikea was these jars. They come in a pack of 3 and I think these would be really nice for storing things like treats in. They also do cork jars, which I think looks so much nicer. There's so many different types of jars and storage options for storing things like food and treats. The next thing I found is this napkin holder. I think it's made from seagrass. I'm not too sure what you could do with this, but you could probably modify this to make it into a platform, or you could probably use it as a hide somehow, but I saw this and I saw the natural materials and I figured you could probably use it with mice. Next, of course, we have the Ikea D12. I currently use this with my mice and it's a really good cheap alternative to give them an enclosure. It's only £60. If you were to spend this on a reptile tank or a small mammal tank, you would be paying in the hundreds for something this size. So it's a really good, cheaper alternative to giving your mice plenty of space, and I really do recommend it. You do have to make a few modifications to convert this from the display cabinet into a mouse enclosure. Obviously you have to take out the glass shelves and you do have to make a custom lid. This is fairly easy to do if you have the tools. I highly recommend trying to do it. I do have a video on my channel talking you guys through and reviewing the Ikea D12 as a mouse enclosure, which I'll leave linked in iCards and the description. Next up is this wooden file. I really recommend using these as platforms in your mouse enclosure, especially if you have mice that tend to bury their wheels and you're constantly having to fish them out of the bedding. These are going to be really good if you turn them onto the side and use them as a platform. Also, they can go inside of these and hide and sleep, so I think they're a really good thing to have in your mouse enclosure. You will of course want to treat this with something like Plasticoat just to protect the wood, because mice tend to pee on wooden things and spoil them, so I do recommend if you're going to get this to also pick up some Plasticoat or a pet safe varnish just to protect the wood. Another thing you could use as a platform is this metal plate holder. It's only £2 and it's a really good size for things like wheels or food and water dishes. Then as another alternative enclosure to the D12, you've also got the Ikea Linmon. These are tabletops which can be converted into an enclosure, which is something I'm doing very soon. Stay tuned for that video. But in the meantime, I recommend checking out Vanilla Ham Ham's video, which I'll leave linked in the description. These tabletops can be converted into a cage, which has a lot of floor space, which is a really good, cheap alternative to store-bought cages. So I recommend also looking into the Linmon as an option, and I will have a video coming on that very soon. There is a few other designs using Ikea furniture to make enclosures. I recommend just searching on YouTube Ikea hamster cage and they should pop up. Then heading into the kids section of Ikea, they have a range of wooden painted toys, and pretty much any toys aimed at kids is going to be painted with a non-toxic kid-friendly paint. Just in case they eat it, they're not going to die from ingesting the paint, so it's pretty much guaranteed that any paints for kids is also going to be safe for pets to chew too. So I found this house and I think it's supposed to be like a wooden block sorting thing. I think all of the blocks also come with it, which is good, but it has a plastic top with different entrance holes, and then you could stuff all of the bedding into the house section. I just thought this was so cute and you could actually use this as a hide for your mice. Then of course you've also got these sampler boxes. These are a really good size for mice. The one I found was about £1, which is a really good price, and this would make such a good dig box for mice. If you've never seen a dig box before, I will leave my link to my video in the description, but dig boxes are such a good source of enrichment. You can provide them with different textures and different beddings, and this size box is perfect for that. Then you've also got these ceramic plant pots for £1.50. I saw these and I thought how great these would be for summertime. Your mice can go into these and hide and sleep, but it's also really cool. It's a cool surface to lie down on, and these would be so good in summer. So whether it's this type or a different type of plant pot, I also recommend picking these up in the summertime. Then I also found this and my brain immediately thought this would be good for mice. I think it's supposed to be like a plate stand for washing up, but I think this would be really good to turn into a ladder. You might have to make a few modifications to join the two pieces together, but it could be an alternative if you're struggling to find ladders in your pet stores to give your mice somewhere extra to climb. Then there's also these storage baskets. You get 3 of them for £8, and I think they're like a natural seagrass material. These would be so cute, especially in like a natural enclosure. If you have a natural theme, you could place these around the enclosure and hide food in them, or you could also cut holes in them to make an access hole and make it into a really cute hide. They're also doing really similar boxes in different shapes and sizes, like this one for £9. Again, just got a hole in this, make it into a hide, or you could just use this as some really cute storage. Lastly, I found these glass tea light holders. They're £1.50 for 5, which I think is such a good price, and these are going to make really good water dishes for your mice. That is it for today's video. Do let me know down in the comments if this has inspired you to get any of these things for your mice, or if you're already using them with them. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys!